trying to slander me, saying I made content like this, and
top 10 most well-animated section.
And it's spiraled into where it's not just personal insults to me. My brother's grave has been doxed to the point people have the GPS coordinates, like the actual coordinates.
They've posted the GPS coordinates of his dead brother's grave. What is this? What even is this? Someone telling you to kill yourself? Well, don't kill yourself then. And then you're golden.
And if they do respond, you know what they say? They say he's a lolicon. He deserves it. He deserves everything that happens to him. And you know, the only thing I've said about lollies, I just separate reality from fiction. It's not real people. And all I'm saying...
He said the classic line. Okay, I've seen people posting and talking about this. I've got no idea about any of this shit. ChibiReviews. Very important. It's now been almost a week since everything went down. I'll be pushing my lawsuit forward with all the information I've required. See, I saw this, and then I opened it, and it's like, $5,000 is not going to get you very far when it comes to these sorts of fucking lawsuits. I'd be surprised if that would even cover the initial kind of, you know, filing of the suit. I mean, I don't know how much it will cost, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, this seems like very, very low. So this seems like a non-starter, to be honest. To keep it transparent for all of you that support me, I honestly feel ashamed to ask for money because, well, it's a pride situation. However, the circumstances over the last few months have made it very clear I need to do something or these vile people will continue thinking they'll get away with it. So my pride means nothing in comparison to seeing some of these individuals brought to justice for what they have done, not just to me, but my entire family. To be blunt, I do not have the money to pursue a lawsuit without going into bankruptcy with how much it will cost me to seek legal for everything that has happened. The $25,000 goal that is currently set is because cases like this normally cost around this price dependent on your lawyer and circumstance. Any bit helps and I greatly appreciate all of you that support me. Hello, this is ChibiReviews from YouTube and Twitter. Parlor Poop with a face. Thank you for the super chat. I'm a content creator that has faced continuous online harassment and slander ever since October 5th, 2024, when I posted a clip from Dan saying the animators didn't need to go this hard. The harassment I received was threats against my life and family on top of the continuous slander. Then all my information was doxed online by individuals that hate me for talking about anime and manga. While this was happening, they even got into my old DeviantArt account and started posting illegal content that got the FBI involved. I did a police report on this incident and threatened legal action. Where is the cause of action? Is it cause of action? Is that the right term? Where's the actual meat here that would justify filing a lawsuit? I'm not seeing it personally. Like, this sucks. I don't know who this person is or what the deal is, but regardless, I mean, this will obviously suck for them as an individual, but I mean, what can you really do? I think all you can do is just block and ignore as best you can, really. Like, yeah, who are you, like, who specifically are you taking legal action against? What is the individual that you want to do this to? Like, it's very vague. It's way too fucking vague. Now on February 5th, 2025, the same people mass reported me to deplatform me from the social media website known as X Twitter. My account was taken offline for 20 hours and was corrected by Twitter support acknowledging my suspension was in error. These sick people will not stop till everything I love is ruined and burned to the ground. So I'm making this donation campaign to seek justice against them. And show it's not acceptable to treat people like this. The average cost of a defamation lawsuit is $15,000 to $25,000, dependent on the lawyer or anything else that arises. So that's why the goal was $25,000. To be honest, I hate asking for money because of my pride, but with all the damage these evil people have done...
But how do I make
money with the super chats?
Depressed people?
This is a lol cow in the making.
I think there might be a lol cow already. I'm not sure. But thank you very much for the super chat. With all the damage these evil people have done, not just to me. Who? Who are you? Who are you suing? What is going on? You're not explaining it. Who are you talking about? I'll push aside my ego to ask for help from the community. Even if I can just get one individual, it'll be enough to prove you can't get away with stuff like this. What? Who? Who are you suing? Are they just like, oh, give me some money and I'll sue this non-specific group of people, and then maybe we'll be able to figure out who they are and I can take action against them? He may need to subpoena these places. Do you understand how much all of this is going to cost? And he's got $5,000 raised. It's like a drop in the ocean. This is fucking a complete waste of time. Any bit of donation helps, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Once again, I apologise for me asking for donations, but the only way I can truly seek justice against people like this. This guy, this legal mindset guy, I actually thought was, okay, I listened to some of his stuff before. With stuff like this, though, he just comes across as a totally worthless retard. Like, what? Happy to help as I can. Yeah, maybe your help should be, this is totally delusional to take a bunch of fucking anonymous people to court and try and raise money. And it's like not even going to be enough to cover anything of any substance. Send him some shillings, will you? Let's get this shit funded. Okay, I don't want to scroll down just in case there's something inappropriate down there. But yeah, so apparently what? The claim is they hacked into his DeviantArt account and posted actual CSAM materials. Is that right? $5,000 won't even give the police enough incentive to actually investigate. They'll find they're on a VPN and it won't be worth pursuing further. I mean, it was not possible without your honest advice. I thank you for telling me about this site. So Legal Mindset has just said, yeah, you can just get people to give you money for this, but they haven't actually given any legal... Like, surely any lawyer worth their salt would be like, yeah, this is probably going to be a money sink. And it likely isn't worth it, no? Dude, yeah, you should definitely do this. Yeah, give a lawyer a bunch of money. Sounds good. Yeah, I've watched some of his stuff. The thing I find annoying, a good like law tuber, I think is willing to like stake out a take or something like that, or a perspective. It's okay to be cautious, right? But I feel like Legal Mindset doesn't really do much legal analysis. He just kind of like pokes around at it a bit and talks about it, you know? Simply being on a VPN doesn't do much if you post CP online, highly dependent on what VPN and jurisdiction. I mean, dude. What is it called? Tor. The Onion Relay? Wasn't there loads of problems with getting people off the back of that? They had to set up honeypots and stuff like that to get the pedos to fucking give it their details.
What else would you want me to say? Okay, I'm not playing it safe here. My life is not just in danger. It's my girlfriend's life, my dog's life, my cat's life, and my family as well at this point. And my brother's gravesite is in jeopardy. I'm in a state of shock. Just how vile and evil people can be.
Oh yeah, I've got the Daniel Green stuff for later. I'm going to be looking at that later. I've got that all lined up.
I don't care if you hate me.
Book rape.
You can call me a gooner.
Book rape.
Hell, call me a pedo, okay? I don't care, okay? Because I know it's not true. Call me that. I don't care. But when you attack someone's family, and deceased family at that, you're no longer, in my personal eyes, even human anymore. How can you even be viewed upon as a human when you could do something just so despicable?
Okay, 110. Okay. I'll throw this up just to be on the safe side.
So as you just seen, ChibiReviews has been going through quite an ordeal as of recently. And honestly, although I am not usually one to follow drama or
He's
cover
just talking,
much
there's
of
no
this
visuals
channel,
anyway.
this is a story that I felt needs a degree of coverage and respect just dedicated to it. Because over the last 72 hours, Chibi has received a record amount of hate for honestly nothing more than a fucking Dan post. That's right, Chibi has had his address leaked, late brother's grave defiled, and life threatened for nothing more than a fucking Twitter post, where he talks about once the scene gets animated, the Twitter community will lose their minds. Quite the fucking harmless post if I'm being honest, especially when you consider just the sheer amount of shit posting that goes on Twitter in general. Now Chibi has also been dealing with a great deal of cyber...
It was some sort of like comic, and it looked like it was set in a school, and it just looked weird. I don't know, man. Thank you for the heads up, though. I'm glad I didn't show that on stream. I don't know what it was, but it looked weird. I'm not showing... Guys. No! I'm not fucking showing it! Guys, you want me to fucking get my channel nuked? No, thank you. It's a bit... I'm uncertain. I'm a bit uncomfortable. I'm not even going to watch this video because I'm not sure. So what is this guy's story? What is this guy's story? I don't know anything about this. So apparently he's been doxxed. But people are saying that he's engaged with the doxers or something. How can I see that? Is it maybe
cybercrime over the last couple of days as well.
Stop sharing it then.
Of his personal accounts being hacked and used to post CP content. Content that they are then using to defile and disrespect the image that he has created in the anime community. They've even managed to get their hands on his 10-year-old DeviantArt page.
Okay, let's watch his video. Okay, right. Shinji knows. Shinji knows. He got doxxed by Soy Jack Party, and people on Twitter trashed his brother's grave.
So I have been doxxed. My private...
Thank you very much for the super chat. Okay, is it in this video? Okay. Right, can we show this? I think this is fine. I skimmed through it. This should be fine. Right, let's watch this video. Apparently he gets into it.
So I have been doxxed. My private information has been leaked online. My full name, where I live, pictures of my house, pictures of my dead brother's grave, and mocking my dead brother's grave on top of that. And then, on top of all of this, continuous amounts of death threats.
Okay. The reality of it is, you've just got to ignore this. You just got to ignore this. This is the classic, don't take the bait, don't feed the trolls. You know, obviously some of this is like fucking insane. Like going to the brother's grave and shit like that. That's fucked up. But you're just giving it attention. And all that's going to happen is people are going to do it more. It's like the worst possible idea to make a video talking about it.
This video is being used as a paper trail for I can show to my lawyer, also the court system, because I am going to be filing a lawsuit against the individuals that are responsible for doxing my private information. Now, as you can see on screen, I already have a few people that, you know, is not necessarily going to be potentially in this lawsuit, but I do want to showcase the actions of what I've been going through.
Dude! Fuck your lolicon fans and dead brother. I mean, obviously I disavow, but come on, dude. I mean, just why are you showing this, bro? This is terrible. You're just going to provoke it more.
Throughout this entire ordeal in the last 48 hours or so, ever since the first episode of Dawn to Dawn came out, and I uploaded my video on it this past Wednesday. So as you can see here, this is one individual partaking in the mockery of my brother's death. We have an individual that is hoping that I basically get my brain stem stomped in and my corpse is spit on. They went on to have a lot of likes. The post is still up, by the way.
What the fuck, dude? These people are fucking insane. You're never going to beat the fucking Anon freaks online that just post insane stuff about you. You just got to ignore it. This is like the worst way of dealing with this, bro.
Twitter rules or anything like that. We have people making false thumbnail images of me, trying to slander me, saying I made content like this, and
Top 10 most well animated section. Oh my god, dude. Someone mock that up. Someone mock that shit up. What is the... Dude, why are you... Dude, I don't even know anything about this. It's funny, though. The idea that someone would go that far to make a fake thumbnail is hilarious. I've done stuff like that before. Very funny, but wrong. Don't do that.
Then trying to say, yeah, I made a video on this, when in reality, I did not. Then we have a post like this where someone put a petition out to stone me to death. AKA, there was thousands of people that liked this post. This was an early on screenshot. Sadly, I didn't get a late stage screenshot, but the last time I saw the post's likes, before it got removed thanks to violations of Twitter's terms and service, it had 12,000 likes. aka 12,000 people were wishing for my death. And so we escalate all this that's been happening for the last few
12,000 people want me dead. And that's... Dude, why? 12,000 people. That's a lot of people. That would suggest that maybe you are doing something wrong. I don't know. Listen, I've got to go with the majority here. 12,000 want you... You don't want to die, but 12,000 people want you to die. I mean, they must have a point somewhere. I'm not saying I agree with them wanting to kill you. But come on now.
few days, to the point to where my private information has been doxed, and now the threats or death threats that I have been receiving are all more real. Very, very much real when someone posts pictures of my house and my brother's grave. FYI, I don't like to talk about this much. I talked about it.
Okay. I can agree that your house being posted and the brother's grave being posted in amongst all these death threats. Yeah. I can see that being, I can see being very concerned about that. I get that. But don't give it fucking attention. It's like the #1 rule. Yeah, exactly. Also, yes, I've noticed his background. Look at this. So he's just got this big-titted anime. Well, at least they're an adult. That's something. That's something. At least they're an adult.
Briefly, a long time ago, because Anime Snob, can't believe I mentioned that man's name again, he mocked my brother's death as well. They committed suicide. And obviously, I'm assuming this individual is probably from that rabid group from a long time ago. I could be wrong.
I don't know why YouTubers think they can wage lawfare against online trolls.
Yeah.
Asymmetrical war against Anons basically never ends well. But it's good fodder to react to.
Definitely.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Thank you for the super
but
chat.
How do I make money?
And GC, thank you for the super chat.
Chud, are you gonna visit his brother?
No. Funnily enough, I'm not in the business of going and visiting people's graves. No, that would never happen.
We'll find out when the lawsuit gets underway. But the point of the matter is that I am a little bit concerned about my safety because obviously...
Wait, that's a high schooler. Wait, what? Is it that thing where it's like, oh, it can't possibly be pedophilic, they got massive tits? They look like an adult, don't they? No? Bro, I don't dude. I don't know about this anime shit. That's how they do it, though. They have a high schooler, but they look like an adult. Right? And then it's like, oh, but they've got adult features. But then the little secret pedo bit is when they like the fact that they're in high school. That's the thing. It's specifically getting aroused by that part of it, but they act like, oh, they're an adult, so you can't have a problem with it.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Are you gonna visit Dark Viper's grave when he succumbs to the AIDS?
Yes. Thank you very much for the super chat. But this character here is different. But that one, okay, dude. Listen. Let's not get sidetracked here, okay? I'm just going to assume this guy is some sort of nonce, and that's the end of it.
My girlfriend lives with me. I have 2 dogs that I love and a cat as well. Obviously, I'm concerned. I mean, definitely after having 10,000+ people wishing for my death, and literally you can go into any of my recent tweets and look at the quote retweets and seeing people actively justifying death threats against me, it's very clear that I do have some cause for concern. So thankfully, I live in Tennessee. I don't live in California or anything. I'm able to legally own a gun. I've owned this for a while.
Yes! He is literally doing all the wrong things. I love it.
California or anything. I'm able to legally own a gun.
Bro, he's literally pulling out the gun. He's literally, I've got a gun, guys. Bro, this guy's brilliant. I didn't realize this is content. This is crazy content. I just thought it was some nerd basically making legal threats online. Now he's pulling out the strap. Yo,
Okay,
I'm locked and loaded. Don't come to my house.
Money off depressed people.
Chud, will you cover the Eggman drama?
Thank you for the super chats. I'm not sure what that is, but possibly. Put it in my Discord and I'll take a look. Thank you for the super chat. Also, it's still in the box. So what? Ruger. Don't you normally get like a Glock or something? I don't know. I don't fucking know guns that well.
Off depressed people.
How can guys like this have GF but most the chat is struggling, the world is unfair?
True. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are single and this guy's fucking, he's not only packing, he's also got a girlfriend.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Okay, I feel like this guy's a little too unstable to own a gun. I pray for his GF's safety, Lamau.
Thank you for the super chat. I mean, the thing is about being in the box. There's nothing wrong with keeping a gun in a box, but like, it just would suggest that like has he used it? I guess is the question. You know. Japan is a depraved society where the stiff working culture consumes all, and they worship high schoolers as they blast vestiges of freedom in life.
He was posting about purposely
Okay,
rage
thank
baiting
you,
on
DK,
Twitter for Chick-fil-A
for your
money, and
input.
2 months later his brother's grave is getting pissed on. He flew too close to the sun and he keeps digging.
Thank you for the $10. Okay,
How do I
interesting.
make money
Interesting.
off
Okay.
depressed people?
Bossanova 615 became a member.
Thank you for the membership. Because
Okay, that's wonderful.
wouldn't this
But
suggest
how
he's
do I
not
make
used it?
money off
Oh my
depressed
god, Cheese Juice for the 10 gifted!
One enter, radioactive, became a
That's
member.
crazy. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Appreciate it. But yeah, wouldn't this suggest that he's not used it? Or not suggest, but you know, I guess my question. Okay, let's put it this way. My question would be: if it's still in the box, has he actually practiced with it? Has he actually gone to a range? Has he shot? Because shooting a gun is difficult at the best of times if you've got no experience with it. Let alone in the middle of a fucking break-in of a bunch of online trolls coming to fucking fuck with you and your dead brother.
I've owned this for a while, and I'm going to tell you right now, if anyone wants to pull any stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. That's all I'm going to say. What I will say now, going one step further, I'm going to end this video here for legal reasons as well, but I am going to
Yeah, bro, also, yes, it's like the lack of intimidation. Normally you'd want to point a gun in some fashion, but instead he's like presenting it in the box it came in. I've got a gun, guys. Oh, watch out. Like a fucking unboxing video.
myself. I am definitely someone that will be watching, and if, you know, now I got the evidence, I got screenshots, those that, you know, are involved in this, you will definitely be hearing from my lawyer. I'll leave it at that. Once again, this is the end of it. Leaving this as a paper trail.
Bro.
Chibi out.
How... who is going to hear from the lawyer? We don't even know who these people are. They're random fuckers on the internet.
On one hand, I now have enough evidence to really press criminal charges and get like Homeland Security,
Thank you for the super chat.
cybersecurity and stuff, and even
This guy's part of AIDS gang. I've turned the alerts back on. Thank you. Yes, very much a member of Anus gang.
the FBI involved. I've talked with a few people that have
that's
pretty much
wonderful.
told me the same.
Bro,
How
what
do
the
I make
fuck?
money off depressed people?
I can't think of
What
anybody
did he
more
just say?
worthy of owning a firearm than a guy staring at the camera wide-eyed, panicked, with some lonely body pillow in the BT.
Yes, true. Thank you for the $5.
On one hand, I now have enough evidence to really press criminal charges and get like Homeland Security, cybersecurity and stuff, and even the FBI involved.
Homeland Security. What? Don't Homeland Security deal with like I don't know what they deal with. But I don't know if their remit would be online trolls mocking your dead brother. I'm not sure if that's really what it would fall under, no? I mean, maybe the FBI, if you were getting like serious online threats, I could maybe see that. But even then, man, this just seems like something that's way better ignored.
That's wonderful.
Way
How
better
do I
ignored.
make money off depressed people?
This guy's gonna pull a negligent discharge and end up like Boogie.
They give the $10. Yeah, I mean, possibly on himself, one might argue. Yeah. Part of Home Security wants to protect the United States by enforcing borders, responding to disasters, and preventing terrorism.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make
What?
money off depressed people?
Anyone know how to do a mail merge? I've got 12,000 legal notices to send.
Chibi's lawyer, thank you for the $3. That's funny. Yeah, this guy is completely lost, man. And also, well, I think the other aspect here is talking to your audience to try and elicit like support from them and try and get some sort of emotional support is also what's going on here, I think. You know? So I think it's intentional, obviously. It's not just like he's completely headless chicken running around not knowing what to do. He obviously wants to try and capitalize on the situation to instigate like sympathy and support from his audience.
I've talked with a few people that have pretty much told me the same. And with the evidence now that I have, definitely something potentially can be done. But on the other hand, it's crazy to me that all of this started because I posted an image, or not an image, a little scene of Dawn to Dawn. Just, I guess if we want to really amp up an edgy post.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Not even real fiction. And it's spiraled into where it's not just personal insults to me, death
He's not
threats
gonna show
to
it,
me,
fine.
but it's also where my brother's grave has been doxed to the point to where people have the GPS coordinates, like the actual coordinates to where it's at.
They've been posting the GPS coordinates of his dead brother's grave. Look, obviously, it is very distasteful, right? I'm not agreeing with it. I think it's bad. You shouldn't fuck with people's graves. They're sacred places, whatever. But like, it's just funny the fact that they're going this far with it, and he's leaning into it and talking about it, and also letting people know what bothers him. Therefore, meaning people are going to talk about it more. It is just the most classic thing on the internet. Don't feed the trolls. And this guy clearly skipped that lesson.
I have the person responsible for doxing, which I thankfully have an image here I could just show you guys.
Whoa,
is censored. Okay. But the person responsible here, you know, is actively now messaging people to...
We spoken on your brother too. Also, I'm Namek623016. Go use the Dragon Balls to resurrect your half-brother. That needs that shit.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Became a member, celebrates 4 months of membership. The Lolicans are in a war with the Hoodweebs. It's crazy.
Thank you for the super chats. So we got this fence thing here, and then presumably that's his grave. Is that his grave? So he's posted a badly censored image of his brother's grave as well. Oh my god, dude. Oh man, this guy needs help in more ways than one.
To more or less come kill me. DMing them my address. People saying that it wasn't the Boruto fandom.
How do I make money off depressed
regardless if this is a setup or not for the Boruto fandom.
Became a member.
Thank you for the membership.
5TR0_O celebrates
What's
one.
It always fucking thank you. Thank you for the membership. What is Boruto? What the fuck is Boruto? I've got no idea what this shit is. Chibi blaming Boruto fans for everything is just funny. Guys, the Boruto fan, the Boruto fandom is coming for me. Help me. Naruto sequel. Oh, it's a spin-off of Naruto. Okay. I don't know what that is.
DMing them my address. People saying that it wasn't the Boruto fandom. Regardless if this is a setup or not for the Boruto fandom, he's a part of the Boruto community. Straight up. That's what this individual is. He admits it himself. And on top of that, having contact with Kree, which was the person responsible for about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, causing the slander to call me a pedo, and that has gravitated to this degree to where I'm currently at. It is insane how we got here. It's insane that my family is being doxxed. My family is in danger. I have to call law enforcement to be able to guard my place. I have to worry about my social security number being hacked into. They were actively, I have the receipts, the
Social security number being hacked into. Your social security number is just the way in which the US government identifies you for government programs, right? How do you hack into a social security number? What does that even mean? It's just, you know, you're essentially your government ID number, basically. I don't understand what that means. Like, if it's what I think it is, like in the UK, we've got like a national insurance number. I think it's a similar thing. I mean, if someone knows it, obviously not ideal. Maybe they could find other things with it, but I don't think in and of itself, like, they can't really do anything with that because it's your thing. Like, why? Identity theft? Yeah, maybe. But I just think that, you know, it's just describing it in a very unusual, odd way.
messages and everything of it, all the IDs, people actively trying to get my social security number, people trying to actively get my phone number. And then I have people on Twitter here, and even people in my comments on my YouTube videos saying and deflecting, like,
Okay,
oh,
that's
why'd you
wonderful.
mention the Boruto
But
community?
How do I make money off depressing
It's members of the Boruto
TV
community.
became
okay?
a member.
What else?
TV celebrates 31 months of membership.
The
With a
variety.
voice like that, Uncle Ruckus said it best. Guilty. That ninja is guilty. We don't need no jury. _Chud Blackula _Chud
I
lost.
disavow. I believe in civil rights. Thank you very much for the super chat, though, for the membership.
What else would you want me to say? Okay, I'm not playing it safe here. My life is not just in danger. It's my girlfriend's life, my dog's life, my cat's life, and my family as well at this point. And my brother's gravesite is in jeopardy. I'm in a state of shock. Just how vile and evil people can be. I don't care if you hate me. You can call me a gooner. Hell, call me a pedo, okay? I don't care, okay? Because I know it's not true. Call me that. I don't care. But when you attack someone's family, and deceased family at that, you're no longer, in my personal eyes, even human anymore. How can you even be viewed upon as a human when you could do something just so despicable? I know these people get brownie points, and me even posting this video is going to make them happy, but receipts are made now. I got the receipts. Enough evidence. And I'll tell you what. I will 100% doing everything I can. This is next level gross, and I just cannot believe what I have
Well,
witnessed.
presumably he gets called a pedophile because he's into all this shit. I mean, if you know, this is probably the tip of the iceberg. Let's be real here, okay? Like, this is the stuff that he's willing to show in his background. Who the fuck knows what's on this motherfucker's hard drive?
From content creators as well on this platform that have actively justified everything that's happening to me because they don't like me, because I'm annoying, because I'm weird.
Terrible.
I have massive content creators that legitimately have justified things. That's gross, man. That's gross. We live in a society now that it's fine to dox someone, it's fine to send death threats to someone's family, completely mock someone's dead brother because you don't like them.
Terrible. Okay, what is this?
The fact that Grox is aware of the targeted harassment against me and the
They're trying to kill me and ruin my entire family. I need help. They're trying to kill him now. Well, I guess they were trying to kill him before, weren't they? But before it was just death threats, but now it's they're trying to kill me. I mean, that's another step forward, I guess. That's insane, dude. How the what are you on about? Who's trying to kill you? What's the name of one person that's doing this? Actual government name, or you know, do you have their identity? Because if you just got that online handle, that's not really much to go on. Yeah, obviously you could potentially get subpoenas or whatever to get the platforms to give the information over. But I'm fairly certain that that tends to be quite locked down, and you need to have a pretty good reason to get that. It's quite challenging to just get someone's info. And that's even if you're able to access it, because people can use false information, VPNs, etc. to log into these sites. So yeah, this seems very very far-fetched.
Doxing and the illegal content that was posted on my Hack Deviant art account, I think is indication enough just how out of hand this entire situation has gotten, and just how mentally ill people really are. You have people so mentally ill, in fact, that you have this post that was made after I got suspended, you know, advocating for me to die, to be shot. As you can see here, they legitimately want me to die. Now, to be fair, this is only 1.5...
ChibiReviews shot dead in the streets of Detroit. And presumably it's a basketball team celebrating or something like that. Dude, it's funny. You're never going to win when the other side is so funny.
5K likes, but that is still a good chunk. That is a good chunk of likes, and this post has been up for over 12 hours. No suspension, no termination, nothing like that. This is actively fine to wish death on another individual. But me posting this, a clip from
whoa,
ReZero...
Whoa! I don't want to see a goon of shit.
This is the reason why I got suspended yesterday, by the way. Me saying, we stay winning, and it is a clip of basically Priscilla just changing outfits. There is literally no nudity in it. For instance, there's no nips shown, no vagina shown, nothing shown. It's just Priscilla, a character, basically getting changed. A minute and 52-second clip that was tagged by...
There's no nips shown, no vagina shown. What the fuck is this guy on about, dude? I don't know what this show is. I know nothing about this, so I can't speak on it. We stay winning. And the way he represents that as a woman taking her clothes off. He's fucking trans. Okay, that's a new angle.
Donut here, which, by the way, if you go to the post is still...
Whoa! Okay, dude, careful. I don't know what's going on.
Actively, and has way more likes than mine does currently. So, it's very apparent that this entire ban, this suspension I got, was definitely mass harassment, and there's evidence behind this. First off, this is the email I got yesterday for the suspension, basically saying I have been suspended thanks to user report, indicating that a lot of people reported me, and the post that got me banned was We Stay Winning, which is this, We Stay Winning, posted it yesterday, as you can see. But let's get into the evidence that I was mass reported. There's a lot of people currently talking about this. For instance, you have Savvy that talked about it, how there's indication and people straight up mass reporting me and all that. That count is now gone, as you can see. Clear indication of platform manipulation and
Chud,
basically
you need new headphones. Those are gonna thin your hair.
Okay. I think it should be okay. But thank you for the Prime sub. Don't forget your Prime subs, guys. Yeah, again, I mean, it's all just reverting back to the very standard take, which is, you know, don't fucking feed the trolls.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
From his Twitter from Farms.
Autistic shut-ins would have access to firearms. I would have just thrown the second.
Well, let's not post it in my Discord, okay? Jesus. Right, I get it. He's got some weird lolly shit on his timeline. I get it. He's a fucking some sort of lolicon guy. I understand. You need to keep showing me. I get it.
Targeted harassment against myself. My account is still suspended, by the way, but it's very clear Twitter found something and suspended that said account because obviously they're now gone. We have my good friend Red Logic talking about this as well, about the entire situation, pointing out the individual that basically made 40 plus accounts, and there's other people that made hundreds.
You'd have me to thank I created 40 accounts to pack Chibi. You're not getting free, bitch. We spam report on you again in the Admiral Agenda GC. And you could call the police on that. This is funny. But I disavow, but it is funny. How the fuck are you going to act like this isn't a funny thing for someone to be so fucking unhinged?
hundreds of accounts in a group chat just to get me mass reported. You have people advocating currently to also get Rev banned on the platform as well, doing the exact same thing they did to me. So these people are clearly unhinged, and they are so mentally
Bro, if you did it to Rev, he'd just make a video talking about how Neil Druckmann is attacking him because of his fucking Last of Us review. That guy is totally fucking another complete anime grifter freak that just says whatever, you know. I've got a very small sliver of sympathy.
I can't believe this guy thinks people want to kill him.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Wood chipper all okay. Thank you, Wood chipper all Ollie Gardens. Thank you for the Prime sub as well. You weren't laughing about ROR. Yeah, but that's because that was directed at me. And also, I'm saying, I've got some sympathy for him. I understand this would be concerning. You know, the issue is his extensive commentary and talking about this and bringing up random tweets of people that are talking shit, you know? He just needs to deal with it quietly behind the scenes and move on. That's it.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money?
Thank you for the membership, Ollie.
Ollie became a member. Ollie celebrates 14 months of membership.
He does have the worst reaction.
I am a sad, lonely person. Here's some embarrassing information about me. Please
Yes.
don't bully me with IT.
Classic move. Thank you for the membership.
well that they're not going to stop. They have been harassing me basically for years now, but it really amped up thanks to basically back in October 5th of 2024. For those that are unaware or don't know, I was doxxed, okay? My whole name was doxxed out there, which doesn't really concern me, but my whole name was doxxed out there. My address was doxxed. My phone number was pretty much doxxed. My social security number was almost doxxed. They knew what I was driving. They knew my tax bracket and tax info.
How can you not see he's farming the trolls for content? I mean, that's just a terrible idea. And you shouldn't do that. I mean, bro, is it really worth it, farming the trolls for content, and your brother's grave is getting fucking desecrated, apparently? And, you know, you're getting all these death threats and shit like that. You're best off just ignoring it. I agree he's farming it. I'm not saying he's not farming it. I agree there's a kind of element of just sympathy baiting from his audience, but I'm just saying it's a terrible idea.
They sent mail to my address, by the way, very bad mail. I got called by an FBI agent basically saying they're checking my packages and keeping me safe. I had the sheriff around my place. I have a police report that I've proven and shown on my profile as well. You know, I have had a lot of harassment by these individuals, and you're probably wondering, why do they hate me so much? Why? Well, we gotta really go back to, you know, that post that caused it all, but also where it all started to begin with. First off, basically, I post...
That's a lie. Yeah, maybe getting like a call from an FBI... Dude, I don't know what the mechanism would be for that. The FBI checking your post. Yeah, that doesn't stack up. I can understand, like, getting a call from the FBI if you've reported something and then maybe an agent calling you to discuss it or something. But yeah, that does sound like bullshit, yeah.
Did a clip of Dawn to Dawn back on like October 5th, 4th, whatever, and it was a scene of the character...
Okay, you might show the tweet. Okay, dude, this guy, bro. I know it sounds like he's going to explain it. I'll just skim through to make sure. I don't think he shows it. We should be okay.
The main female character basically in a situation with the aliens in the first episode where she was about to get basically probed. And I said, quotes... The animators did not need to go so hard for this scene. There is nothing bad about saying that. I just said it. There was anything else. But obviously people reacted, and a lot of people currently praising that I'm suspended and happy I'm gone and wishing for my death and advocating for it are the very same people that will actively talk about the series and do the same thing that they tried to basically deplatform me on as well. Which, let's get right into that. So, first off, basically, these individuals that have now been harassing me constantly, and I have sent this information to my lawyer, but also to the FBI and stuff, that's all a part of the situation when my account got hacked and stuff. Some of the individuals that were responsible for my harassment are still on the platform of Twitter. I have some evidence to show here. So first off, we have this. This is the post that started it all back in October of last year. this was the post that doxed me. This account in question here is the alt account of Namek, as you can see here. And if you go to Twitter and you look it up, you will see that that account is still active and actively talking about my situation and happy that I'm gone. They even have in their profile, by the way,
Chibi getting suspended is like a Tower of Babel for anti-twits. No, anti-twit. Anti-twit? Oh, anime Twitter is that. We will never reach this level of unity. We will never see the anime community this united.
that they're the owner of me and they smoke on my brother's dead body. But this account is still up, by the way. Completely fine, according to Twitter. It's completely fine that they participated in this illegal activity of doxing me. But, yeah, that's completely fine according to Twitter. On top of that, we have stuff like this, which is another person that was responsible for the doxing against me, actually name-dropping my family's names, aka my cousins and uncles, etc., name-dropping their names, and actively participating.
Yeah, doxing isn't illegal. Doxing is like protected, I think, pretty sure by the First Amendment. This is obviously something we looked at before. There are some statutes in certain states that make doxing illegal. However, it's not just doxing in and of itself. It has to be some sort of harassment component with it. Now, arguably, there's some harassment here. Maybe if he lives in a state that's got this kind of statute, maybe there could be something that could be done. But I think it would generally be the harassment or the kind of shit otherwise. I don't think it'd be the doxing in and of itself. And yeah, again, it's like, I don't know if there's much of an appetite to go after this kind of online behavior, generally speaking, you know? Yeah, this is the worst, this is without question the worst response to this sort of thing I've ever fucking seen. This guy is utterly raped. Yes, exactly.
Participating in the doxing, and this individual and many others actively messaged my family on Facebook, and even I hate doing this because it's absolutely horrendous. I hate even talking about this, but they even messaged my brother's son, my dead brother's son. They messaged him and tried to harass him.
Fuck me, bro.
You
Dude, these people are fucking... These people are deranged, bro. What are they doing? I'm laughing because it's absurd. But obviously it is wrong. That is completely unacceptable. Also, yes, exactly. You're letting people know that they're on the mark. Yes, you've got it right. That is the person who you're messaging. So stupid, man. Please be mindful when using the word raped casually or jokingly, as it can be deeply triggering for survivors of sexual assault. I literally don't care. I want to be triggering to those people, so I'm going to continue to do it.
realize how sick that is? How sick in the head that is? Like, that is... I'm trying to stay calm and concise in this video, but it is so sick. It is unbelievable how vile people can be. And apparently, I'm trying to play victim when I talk about this. That's crazy. That is actually freaking nuts. Anyways, this account has actually...
Well, I think if you were quietly dealing with it, people would, you know... The people that do know would probably think badly of what's happening to you. But the issue is that you're publicly, broadly talking about it in multiple videos. That's the issue. And you're giving all this fucking attention to people who are just purely there to fuck with you, and that's it. All they want to do is wind you up, and you're letting them know it's working, so they're going to keep doing it again. You know, the reason why, even though some people don't like the concept because it feels like you're letting the people win, the reason why you don't feed the trolls is because they thrive on the attention that you give them. And if someone does something like this, and your response is to make a video featuring the tweets, they're going to be incentivized to do it more because they know it's hitting the mark, they know it's bothering you, and they know they're going to get some sort of sick pleasure out of you doing another video about it. If anything, it will probably get worse because they want it to be stronger, so there's more chance you make more content about it. So, yeah, it's just like literally the worst thing you can do.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Regardless of what I think of ChibiReviews, there is a level of harassment going on. but his response exacerbates it.
Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, just quietly deal with it behind the scenes. And that's it, you know? I've had like, not this level, but then, you know, it's like, I've never had this level, but I've never had this reaction. So when you just ignore stuff, or if there is something to do, quietly deal with it behind the scenes and move forward, I don't know, I feel like that just helps you a lot. Bro, this guy is going to be like a dog with two dicks right now. I support Chibi's response. Perfect so far. This response is great if you like the content, because it's just endless content.
Actually been terminated, by the way, as you can see here, for good reason. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, these people have actively been participating in basically targeted harassment against me for months. It really has swollen and gotten bad in the last...
Wesley, thank you for the super sticker. Very generous. 70 Canadian dollars. That's crazy. Thank you. Hippo character wearing cool sunglasses. Wow. Comes out of a treasure chest, tossing coins around him. Very based. Thank you.
Few months, and it's been awful. It has, I'm not gonna lie. But basically, it doesn't just stop there. We have other individuals that have actively participated in this situation. For one, obviously the individual that, you know, made the multiple accounts, their account no longer exists, as you can see here. You know, this individual right here that did this post, they're off the platform now. So clearly, like I said, Twitter found something that indicated they broke the rules from obviously targeted harassment. Anyways, another one I want to show that is very fascinating about this whole situation is that we have individuals like this, for instance, that has actively wished for my death and is still doing it, as you can see here. This is literally a post from an hour ago. Posted this, which was in my police report, by the way. They have actively told me that I need to have my brainstem stomped on and split open, as you can see here. Once again, this was a retaliation and all that, and they started saying this because of, you know, my doxing. They all jumped me, basically. This individual that is responsible for this, okay, has said this.
It's so visceral. It's such a this guy has thought about that. He's thought about being very visceral in explaining what he wants to do. You know, he's got some issues.
Is still actively on the platform, still actively talks about me, still actively is advocating for my death. And they are getting a lot of likes. It's not like it's a small post. It's getting a lot of likes. So it's very clear that there is definitely some...
Dude, what is so crazy about this is it's like, this guy is so bothersome to you, which is fair enough, by the way, that you've blocked him, and yet you're still looking at his account. Like, doesn't that circumvent the point of blocking someone? The point of blocking someone is that you don't engage with them anymore. You don't see what they've got to post about you, but you're still looking at his account. Why? Block him and move on and forget about it. Who cares if some fucking 2,000 follower shitter is posting death threats about you on the internet? It's troublesome. It's okay to be bothered by it. It's okay to feel concerned about it, but it's continually engaging in it when you know what's there. That's the issue, right? It's like when you've got like, you know, when you've got an ex, right? And you're still in the process of kind of getting over it. And, you know, it's like you're looking at a social media account, like, you know, having a little look over what she's up to. And there's a new fella in the scene and you're like, oh no. And then you look again and you're like, what are you doing? Stop looking. You're literally making it harder for yourself. You're literally just fucking torturing yourself by looking at this at this point.
Targeted harassment against me. A lot of people that don't like me that just advocate for my death, so to speak. Let's go one step further. We have other people here that have continuously wished for my death and hope I get to see my brother in the afterlife, as you can see here. We have people doing stuff like this, petitioning to stone me. This guy's banned,
Seen this already?
But we have this.
Seen this already?
This person right here has also been allowed to actively stay on the platform, as you.
Yeah, I don't think it's against the rules to say KYS on Twitter. This guy's saying KYS. That is literally the most nothing thing. Like, bro, this is fucking like... What is this? What even is this? Someone telling you to kill yourself. Well, don't kill yourself then. And then you're golden, right? I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Right here has also been allowed to actively stay on the platform, as you can see here. Their account is still up. Obviously, their original account here.
Good. I don't think people should be banned for telling them to KYS. I think that's stupid. I can understand if it was a direct threat that would be against the rules, but not KYS because, well, then you don't kill yourself, and then they lose, and then they've lost.
Here is suspended, but they have, you know, dodged the ban and the suspension to still be on the platform after what they obviously have said to me and all that. We have people like this that has done this to me as well. We have
What is that
said
one?
to me and all that.
Somebody has to kill you. Oh my god, dude! Why is he showing all this? It's not funny. It's bad. This is really bad.
We have people like this that has done this to me as well. We have this as well, what people have said to me.
I'm gonna fucking shove my aborted fetus up your ass, I guess, if you keep this rage bait shit up, ho. Creative, but I mean, again, I guess this could be seen as some sort of threat. Maybe that could be TOS, I guess, but.
I mean, you know, a lot of avocations for my demise, as you can see. Now, actively what I'm doing right now is I have made a post on Reddit, in Asmongold's subreddit, to hopefully new spreads of this.
Oh my god, dude. He's trying to get Asmongold. Dude, this guy has just reached a new level of patheticness. He's trying to get Asmongold's attention. Asmongold, please talk about this.
I have aligned at, like, said as much as I can, and I do hope that Asmongold and other people are able to not just see this post, but see my video that I have made on this subject. But yeah, I have been continuously targeted by harassment. I've tried to ignore it. I've tried to completely push it away as much as possible, but they keep coming after me. They keep wanting me gone. And I guess one reason why, like, to really talk about this whole situation and why I've been targeted, harassed, is because of, they want to call me a pedo. They want to call me racist. And there's no evidence for this, by the way. For instance, anytime anyone ever asks that question, like, why is he a pedo? Why is he a racist or whatever? You know what they do? They don't say anything. They never respond back to individuals that ask that question. And if they do respond, you know what they say? They say he's a lolicon. He deserves it. He deserves everything that happens to him. And, you know, the only thing I've said about lollies, I just separate reality from fiction. It's not real people, and I feel like trying to say it is actively helping those that harm children. That's all I've said. And all I'm saying...
He said the classic line. The classic line. Bro, okay, we're not getting into it today, but, you know, just briefly, it's very frustrating when that is the end of the process, the thought process. And it's quite suspicious as well, because it's like, well, let's dig a bit deeper than just, it's just a drawing. Yes, I know it's just a drawing, but there's other angles and topics of discussion you can have around this, which are about what you can discern from someone consuming it, what are the potential issues with distributing it, etc., etc., etc. And obviously people like this will just stop it. It's just a drawing, because they don't want to get into that, because then they're going to have to start admitting things that are going to make them look like a fucking pedo.
Thing here is that these people have literally nothing against me at all that, you know, would indicate...
He's literally just right. Wow. Spinal. Wow, what a great comeback message. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. I'm not going to ban you.
That I'm this vile demon that they think I am, but obviously that is the narrative. That is what they have said, and I have been suspended thanks to it. So, yeah, I'm just letting everybody in the know on this. I actively have continuously been harassed non-stop by these people. They have continuously made accounts now to get me banned. I'm glad to see a lot of support with the big content creators on the platform of X talking about this, like Madam Savvy, to Red Logic that's talked about it, Perma's talked about it, Grums has talked about it, Lost Paws has talked about it, Ice, the ReZero leaker, has talked about it, Legal Mindset has talked about it. I know Nicholas, you know,
Okay,
Nicholas
that's
Light has talked about it. So hopefully
money?
Bro, legal mind, dude. Legal, I am extremely flipped. I mean, I was never really like a massive Legal Mindset guy. I just remember watching him and being like, okay, this guy seems like he's, you know, maybe someone worth listening to on the law stuff. But since then, every single thing that he's done has completely flipped on that. Dude, what was the first thing he did that made me really think this guy's a fucking idiot? He posted the email of the Dr. Disrespect shit. The fake email of the Dr. Disrespect shit. Now that Rakata's won, your mind has changed. It's nothing to do with Ricata. It's nothing to do with fucking Ricata at all. It's just everything he's done. In fact, quite the opposite. Everything that he's done is not about Ricata that's made me go, okay, this guy seems like a fucking moron.
Word gets out that this is an uncalled ban and suspension. I mean, it's very clear that's what it is. I mean, there's literally no indication that I broke any terms of service whatsoever. And before anyone gets ahead of themselves and wonder if I got copyrighted for it, this is a copyright post. I got nothing like this in my email yesterday. This is what a copyright strike looks like on Twitter, and I did not receive one. And so, yeah, I have been a continuous target of harassment for months at this point. People have ruined and mudded my name to such a high degree where, like, now people instantly assume when they hear conversation about me that I'm a parent, like, pedo or racist, and, you know, I'm basically the spawn of Hitler itself. It's crazy. One quick search on Twitter, you know, if you were to basically just search up my name and you do like a brief search, you'll see a bunch of people actively
Bro, this is so classic. Name searching yourself on Twitter. Why on earth would you ever fucking do that? Especially at the size that he's at. What an absolute waste of time. Oh, I looked myself up and there's a bunch of people talking shit about me. Yeah, of course there is. Why are you looking at that?
saying basically
the
Hitler's
gene,
dead.
it's the
And
gene.
it's so crazy because at the end of the day, all I do is post like cringe, like anime videos, anime manga videos, and talk about news and stuff. I know it could be cringe, but it's like the fact that I have been just so targeted by harassment. It's insane, man. It really is insane. All I'm going to say is after all this, it really, I got more evidence to really just add to the pile for my lawsuit that's forming against these people for the defamation and all that. I mean, now that my Twitter
just a
account
broad
has
lawsuit.
actively been suspended, you know, and if it definitely doesn't come back, oh man, I have even more evidence to really just, you know, go after these individuals for what they have done. So yeah, those that are continuously thinking they can get away with what they're doing, a reckoning is coming. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do my absolute best, even if I have to bankrupt myself, just to make sure I get these people responsible.
I mean, I think he's overstating it there. There's no way he'd actually bankrupt himself. But this mentality is so cancerous, dude. Bankrupt yourself, bashing against the rocks of the online trolls. Like it's like the sea going against the rocks. Like, why would you do that? It's a waste of time. Save your money, ignore this, and move on.
That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway,
he's not even raised $5,000 yet. He's currently sat at just under $5,000 raised for a lawsuit that would be going after anonymous individuals on the internet in ways that don't tend to spin out well for civil suits. I mean, it's just a total waste of time.
I do think that in general, that if my Twitter account doesn't come back, honestly, it is what it is. It's not like I can't still use the platform and look at news and stuff. It sucks I won't be able to communicate with people. That's what it really does come down to. That is the big thing. Because there is a lot of people I have talked with on this platform and made friends with. And I think that's the biggest loss, that I would not be able to chat with all of you guys as easily. Because I do talk with you guys. I don't message to every comment, but I try my best. And it'll be legitimately sad if I can't, but it is what it is. I do think that I'll get my account back. I'm not really too frightened, because there's enough evidence to really showcase what is going on here. But at the end of the day, anything can happen, so, you know, gotta temper my expectations. Also, on top of that, I do hope that Asmongold does see this post. I hope that word gets out and stuff, and he's able to spread word, because I really do want more people to know about this. I mean, if anyone knows that watches this video, I would like to basically have anyone that could contact, you know, Twitter support, X support. You know, if you can get me in contact with anyone, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, stay healthy, and I love you guys. Chibi out.
Very cringe behavior.